I'm just calling to say I...
What's up guys, Rage Quitting here, back with another video for you guys, and today I want to do an updated gearing guide for PvP. So if you just hit level 80 especially, okay, watch this video before you do anything. Do not open your PvP weekly boxes until you have done everything that I said in this video, okay? It's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of headache, okay, and some resources. So go ahead and make sure you follow all these steps in the video first, and then do whatever you want, okay? But I told you first here, okay? Learn from my mistakes. These are things that that I really made mistakes doing when I was gearing through on my first character in this latest expansion. So with that being said, let's get right into the guide. Don't forget to join the community Discord. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below. And then follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ragequittinggaming. Alright guys, so in this match, I'm going to talk about how to gear your character through PvP, but I wanted to show you my gear that I'm using right now. So currently I'm using all green level 320 gear. No special implants, no special relics. I don't have my weapons, okay? And you might be wondering why, but in the course of the video, you're going to find out why we're doing this, okay? Because you really need to start with a set like this so that you can hold all of your PvP boxes until all of the requirements are met in this video, okay? If you just hit 80 on a character and you're a fresh 80 character, I would highly suggest not to open any of your PvP, the boxes that you get from completing your PvP weekly. I would highly suggest getting a set of gear through PvE means first, like a baseline set. So this gear that I have from the vendor on the fleet, it uses what is it called? Conquest commendations to buy them, and it took a total of 200 conquest commendations, which are not hard to get. You can get them from flashpoints, from heroics, from PvP, from completing conquests with your guild. So the cap that you can hold currently on across your legacy is 2,500 of these, but it only takes 200 to gear out fully in 320 gear. And the reason why you want to get at least whatever set you can get through any means in the game, you definitely want to get a full set of gear before you open your PvP weekly boxes, because the boxes, they give you gear based on the lowest item level thing that you currently have equipped, right? So if you're a fresh 80 and you haven't updated your gear to level 80, but you go ahead and you do PvP and then start opening boxes, you're gonna open very low pieces of gear out of those boxes, right? But for example, for this, if you do what I did here and at least acquire a full set of gear first, so right now my full set of gear is 320 item level. Now when I finish a weekly and I open my very first box from completing PvP, it's going to give me a random piece of 322 gear. So it's automatically going to give me an upgrade. The next thing that I would suggest doing, though, before you open any boxes, like you have to have some discipline here with your boxes, okay? I know you really want to open these boxes and get some gear, but if you don't take some minor precautions, you're gonna end up screwing yourself over, because you really don't want the box to give you any implants, right? Because the implants are what have the set bonuses on them, the ones that you buy with tech fragments. So if you want to save yourself time, you definitely want to farm up your tech fragments first and buy your tech fragments, and buy your implants from the implant vendor. Go ahead and complete that quest that opens up at level 80 at the implant guy on the fleet. Complete that quest so that you can unlock the vendor to buy your implants, and hoard your PvP boxes until you get both of your implants bought from that vendor, because that way when you open your PvP boxes, there's absolutely zero chance that it's going to give you an implant, because you definitely don't want duplicates, right? And if you open an implant from that box, you're definitely not going to be keeping that implant, because you're going to get the better ones from the vendor. So step 1, when you hit level 80, go ahead and try to get at least this base set of 320 gear, which does not take a long time to acquire. It only costs 200 conquest commendations to get a full set of gear. And then number 2, save up, farm your tech fragments and save your PvP boxes until you get your implants, both of your implants. And then you can open your PvP boxes, okay? That's going to be the fastest, most efficient way to not waste your own time with your PvP boxes. I would also suggest, before you open any of your boxes, you want to make like actual purchases of your on-hit relics first, because there are multiple different types of relics that you can get from the PvP boxes, and you definitely don't want those boxes to give you the on-use ones or any other relics that you don't want. So whichever relics that you want to get, and I suggest just getting the on-hit mastery and on-hit power relics. I would go ahead and actually purchase those first from the vendor, so that the boxes don't give you duplicates of relics, or it doesn't give you relics that you don't want. In the same way that you're going to buy your implants first, so that you force the box to not give you an implant. Same thing with the relics, okay? And the reason why I'm showing you gameplay with 320 gear, guys, is because the whole point of this video is to make sure that you're set up the right way before you open any boxes. So this isn't just to show off or anything like that. It's to show you that you can afford to wait and save your boxes and hoard your PvP boxes until you are absolutely ready to open them, so that you give yourself the easiest time consumed, and resources spent for your gearing, okay? Because you don't want to open any of these boxes until all these requirements are met, if you want to save yourself the most time and make it as efficient as you can if you're gonna be gearing through PvP, okay? So the weekly that you can complete for one box is 1 piece of gear, right? So you can complete that weekly 3 times per week per character. So if you're gonna do this on one single character, you will at the very least be able to get 3 pieces of gear, because you're gonna be able to earn 3 boxes. But while you're doing that, you're also gaining Warzone commendations, right? The Warzone currency. Accelerants. Warzone accelerants, right? The cap on Warzone accelerants per week is 999. So if you're able to cap on that, then you are able to buy and fully upgrade 3 pieces of gear. So the boxes will give you 3 pieces of gear, and if you spend your capped Warzone accelerants, you can buy and fully upgrade 3 more pieces of gear. So on one character, that's 6 pieces of gear in a single week, okay? Obviously, if you have more characters to PvP on, you're gonna speed up the process of your gearing, since one character can do 3 boxes per week, and then you can get on another character and do 3 more boxes on that guy. So, but even if you're doing it on one character, it doesn't take horribly long to gear out, as long as you just keep PvPing, okay? But make sure that before you open any boxes, I can't stress this enough, because let me tell you, like, this is from experience, all right? Like when this patch first came out, and I didn't really know too much about the gearing system. I was just going in there with my old 306 set, and whenever I got a box, I just opened it, right? And the box gave me the lowest tier. It was giving me like 316 gear, right? But that's because the set that I had on was 306, so I didn't bother to get new 320 gear or whatever. So everything that I got was 316, and then that's 2 extra tiers that I had to upgrade stuff in order to catch up. But if you guys start with the 320 set, Once you open a box, it's automatically going to be an upgrade. So it's going to give you 322 piece of gear. So if you wanted to upgrade that, you only have to upgrade it twice in order to get it maxed out. Or you can not upgrade it and just keep opening boxes. And eventually when everything, when all your stuff is 322 for free from opening boxes, the next boxes you open will start giving you 324s, you know? So spend your comms and open boxes however you like. But the main point here is get a base set of gear that's, you know, high enough level, like 320, so that when you open boxes, it's going to be better. Okay? And then make sure you're spending your Warzone accelerants. If you are capped on it, you know, before you get capped on it, definitely go spend it so that you can earn some more in the next week, right? Don't just stay at cap because you're always going to be earning more. All right? Please, guys, I hope you guys listen to these tips. It's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. Don't make the same mistakes that I did. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just going to let the rest of this play out, and I will see you guys on another one. Peace. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on another one. Don't forget to check me out on twitch.tv/RageQuittingGaming.